Welcome to Chapter 3, Lesson 5, where we are going to assemble our snowball parts to create a final image. So the first thing that you need to do is open your last name, comma, first name snowball parts file where you've added in the colors. So go ahead and get that open now. Pause if you need to. If you already have this file open, we need to do a couple of things before we start assembling our snowball picture. So what I want you to do is go to your selection tool, and I want you to select, go ahead, I need to deselect everything. You won't have anything selected. Go ahead and select your snowball, and I want you to drag and drop a white color over. Then I want you to select the large part of your iris for your eye. Drag and drop the white swatch over. And then also select your pom-pom. Drag and drop our white color over. And then finally with our teeth. Those are the items that we did not color on our last lesson. So now that those are colored, what we are going to do is we are going to select all of the images in our folder. So we're going to go select all. And then we're going to copy by either doing Control-C or by coming to Edit and then clicking Copy. Now what I want you to do is go to File and New, and we're going to create a new file to paste all of this information in. We're going to go to Print, and let's start with just letter. We're going to change this to inches, and we want to make this file a 9 by 9 inch document. So go ahead and also rename it before we save it to your last name, comma, first name, and then snowball assembled. I am not going to save mine as this because I already have one saved. So I'm just going to put a 2 after, but please do not put a 2 after yours. So go ahead and hit create. And then we're going to come to our edit and hit paste or do Control-V and paste all of the objects within our artboard window. And this may take a second on my computer. So now what we're going to do is we're going to start assembling all of these different components using our arrange, using a copy and paste, using our alt to create copies, all of the different functions that we've already learned how to use and just applying them. So first we're going to go to our select and then deselect everything. So we're going to click on our head using our selection tool. And I want you guys to move it a little bit over more towards the center of your image. And then you are also going to go to Object and Arrange and then Send to Back. So send to back is all the way in the very back, send to front all the way in the front. Bring forward is just one step, and send backwards is just one step. So we want the head to be all the way in the back. So then we're going to group together our eye. So clicking on our outside iris and then hitting Shift and clicking on the middle part, the iris, and going to Object and Group, we're going to group those two items together. Then we're going to use our selection tool to drag and drop them on our face right about here to where a little bit of it's hanging over the head, but not totally. Then we're going to click anywhere on our artboard and deselect it, and then click our eye again, hold down the Alt key, and then drag and drop over with a little bit of overlap to make a copy of that eye so that now we have two. So you can click anywhere on your artboard, and actually let's move this guy up just a little bit, and then release. So click anywhere on your artboard to deselect. And now we are going to position the nose on our face. So we're going to click on our nose, drag and drop it up here, and we want it to where our nose, the far right side of our nose does not cover up our eye. But you'll notice now when you deselect it, you can't see the top of the nose. So what we are going to do, one way we could do would be to go to our object and arrange. And the other way that we can do that is we can come to our left eye. So we're going to first select our nose and then do Control X. And then we're going to select our left eye. And we are going to come up to Edit and hit Paste in Front. So now you'll notice that the little tip of our nose will come over that left eye, as you can see right there. So now what I want you guys to do is take our teeth and bring it over our mouth, and we're going to have to bring it to the front. So if you need to zoom in a little bit to do this, you can, and I might need to as well. So let's go ahead, zoom in a bit, and try and drag and drop the teeth on the mouth, and then clicking Shift so that we can have the teeth and the mouth together. Coming to Object and grouping these two together, and then dragging and dropping them to our face. And releasing. And then I want you guys to take the eyebrow, dragging and dropping, and putting right here on the top of our eye near the center. So your guys' task is now to arrange all of the pieces into our artboard using those arrange methods, using a cut and paste method, so that your final project will look like this. So go ahead, and if you need to, pause the video here and use all those different functions that you already know to create your final assembled snowball project.